Hey everybody, I wanted to take a little time to talk about a video that's running around YouTube, and I saw it pick up over on X a little bit uh, about a conversation between Ashton Kutcher and Eric Schmidt. Weird pair of people to have talking about things, but they were at the Bruggen Institute. Probably said that wrong. Talking about AI, and one of the things that Ashton Kutcher brought up was uh, a discussion about where's it all going and what's it all mean for content creation and video creation and movie creation. And one of the things he brought up specifically was the new NVIDIA chip, the GB200 super chip, which is essentially 30 something times more capable of dealing with GPU for large language models than anything that's come before it. So what we have today is going to be, way distant past when this thing really kind of starts to become used. And what does that mean? I can go into a whole bunch of technical stuff for you if you want, but that's all out there. What this really means, and the point Ashton Kutcher was trying to bring up, and Eric Schmidt, two fairly successful people, were trying to bring up, was that what this does is it lowers the barrier to entry for content creation. So if I'm trying to film a movie, if I'm trying to film a TV show, and I have to go out and do a bunch of, and Kutcher brought up the example of establishing shots. I've got to go out and do a bunch of establishing shots of like a house and where am I and what am I where to set up the beginning of a film. Um, that costs a lot of money. You got to have people go out and do location scouting. You've got to get permits. You've got to get permission. It takes time. It takes energy. It takes money. Then you got to get a crew to go out there and do it. Then you have to edit it. Thousands of dollars by the time you're said and done, if not tens of thousands of dollars, depending on various parts of it. Um, and a lot of time. Whereas if you took the GB200 super chip and some of the stuff that's coming down the pipeline in content creation, especially video creation, um, it you could do that same thing for hundreds of dollars, if not, $100. And I know somebody's going to say, "Oh, well, it doesn't look right." Well, that's today. Okay, the stuff we have out there today doesn't quite look right. It's not quite what you would want. It was not exactly, the physics isn't quite right. Something behaves wrong. But that's now. Where were we 18 months ago in that same set of capabilities? And where are we going to be 10 to 18 months from now? So his point, and his point was really specific, was that the amount of content is poised to explode because right now, as a writer, I've got a bunch of books out. If I want to go off and get a movie made, I've got to go talk to studio execs and actors and 50 other people have to get in that loop. And it's going to be, can I get the money to film it? Can I get a 10, 20, 30, $100 million budget, whatever it is? And it takes all this time and all this effort. But with this kind of capability, what you've got is content creation cost essentially goes to a lot less than it is now. So the barrier to entry for content is much lowered. Now, why is that? Is that a good or a bad thing? Well, everybody likes to complain about, well, Disney's going in the wrong direction with Star Wars. This group over here is getting it wrong. That group over there is getting it wrong. This will give lots more people the opportunity to get into that space and generate content that doesn't have 28 people in the decision making loop. It'll be creator to creation, at least much more directly. Not be completely directly, but much more directly. So you can do a lot more with a lot fewer people. So the amount of content is about to explode. Um, and remember, that's all Ashton Kutcher's and Eric Schmidt talking. And I don't disagree with them. I think they're exactly right. What you're going to see is a ballooning of content, whether that's on the screen, in TV, in movies, YouTube, Instagram, wherever. The amount of content is about to exceed the number of eyeballs able to absorb it. It's just going to be that big. Now the question is going to come: can you find the content you want? Who's yeah. Instantly, I see people going, "Yeah, but what's good and what's bad? How do we define that?" Well, who cares? Because what's good for me is bad for you, and what's bad for you is good for me because I enjoy different things from you. But the choices I will have will explode dramatically. Now, is that good or bad for humanity? I don't know. Is that good or bad for the entertainment industry? What it does for the entertainment industry is it says, hey, look, a creator has a much lower barrier to entry to get to that audience. And it essentially takes that monopoly that is, you know, the Hollywood kind of, you know, you've got to be a member to become a member kind of thing, and say, okay, no more, right? Anybody can really do this because it's a whole lot cheaper than it once was. Now, is that good or bad? I don't know. Is it going to result in a lot of what you or I might call bad content? Probably. Will it result in a lot more of what you or I might call good content and original content and creative content? Going to do that too. Now, is this a good thing for humanity? I don't know. It's tough to tell, right? But the one thing you can't do at this point is really stop it. It's coming, right? This is not like it's 10 years away. This is like, you know, there are press releases about, hey, it's, you know, we're about to start shipping, we're manufacturing, we're testing, we're ready to go. This stuff is not, you know, 10 years out. This stuff is here today. And is it going to be Skynet and come kill us all? No, it's a whole different thing. This is, you know, just content creation, video, and large language models. But is it good or bad? Well, I don't know. But one thing it is going to do is cause the amount of content that is out there and available to go from where it's at to a lot more than it is today. And I think you're going to see an increase in quality of some of that content throughout that time. So, you know, are Ashton Kutcher and Eric Schmidt correct? Only thing they really said, and I tend to agree with this, is the amount of content that you have available at your fingertips is about to explode. The ability for your idea to be realized on the screen is about to become a much easier thing to achieve than it's ever been before. So is that good or bad? As a creator, I kind of look at it like, hey, that's kind of neat. I can go off and create content that I don't have to go, you know, ask for permission or a budget or, you know, go through 50 people to try to get it done. I can just do it. So we'll see how it ends. But the one thing that I can tell you for sure is the capability is coming and it's not waiting. We can hope it stays off and oh, we don't have to worry about it because it's so far away. It's not. It's coming fast. I hope everybody has a good day and click like, subscribe, or follow. And if you want to talk about it, just drop me a line. I'm always happy to talk to anybody. Have a great day.